366 video series. Boy, today I was so tired. I was not sure I was going to come on here, but I am committed. And then I thought, well, wouldn't that be a really nice video to do about consistency? Because consistency is something that people know very much about, or they, sorry, very much about. People know a lot about consistency when it comes to physically working out. I mean, I live in California. People work out all the time. People know to get results, you have to be consistent. However, we're talking about something here called being in sync, which is about being in alignment. And this takes and requires consistency as well. And yet, so many people give up. I mean, it does not matter what your focus is on. People give up way too soon, right when they're about to get results. I mean, I work and I have worked with dysfunctional teams for over 20 years. And, they don't get results in the first week, the second week, the third week. You don't know that you're getting results until the results emerge. And you can't quit. I'm not going to take a team that's dysfunctional to high performing in, a couple weeks. It's going to 3 months at least. And then they're going to be better functioning, but they're not going to be high performing in every area in 3 months. No, give me 9 months and then I'll get them to high performing in all the areas that I measure. However, consistency is the key. Now, how many of you give up before you get the results you want? Maybe you get into your mind. So today I thought I would give you 3 specific aspects that really have to do with consistency and looking at it from a different perspective. Okay, so first thing about consistency is that you don't think about it. It's a conscious action. Consistency is a non-thinking aspect. It is a conscious action. Those of you who are thinking about, oh, I want to work out, but I just can't get there, you guys are thinking about it. Those people who want to get aligned, but it's taking longer than they want, you're thinking about it. And most of the issues with consistency have to do with the mind. And if you don't have control over your mind and how you are operating, chances are you're going to be manipulated by energies, people, things, situations. You must make conscious actions, and you don't have to think about them forever and ever and ever. When you are consistent, it becomes part of who you are. Yes, I'm talking to you. Okay, so the other thing that consistency requires is honesty. And are you willing to be honest about the direction that you're going? Because oftentimes when people are thinking, they are looking at their current state. Conscious action is about moving into a state of becoming. It's like moving towards the direction you want to be in. It's not like you're in it right now. So when you are consistent, you will be honest with yourself. Is what I'm doing, is this action in alignment with the direction I want to be going in? Both of those things. Those are not like something you need to pontificate on. Consistency isn't a pontification. It's not a deep thought process. It's not even a decision-making process. It is a conscious action. It is a choice that you make repeatedly that goes in the direction that you are more aligned to. Perfect. The other thing that consistency requires is self-respect. And self-respect is something that a lot of people who are lacking self-esteem or self-awareness, when they are lacking self-respect, there's often going to be a lack of consistency, of alignment to your spiritual development, to your self-awareness, to your thinking and way of being. You want those two to be congruent. If your thoughts are inconsistent and incongruent, that's when consistency is the choice. Conscious actions, going to your knowing, knowing what is in alignment with the direction you want to go, going into who you are becoming, not what you've been. That that's what self-respect is. You have enough self-respect to get rid of and put aside what thoughts you might have about what you've done, and you're focused on what you're becoming. And what that requires is self-respect, honesty, and conscious action. Those are the three things that are required for consistency to be in alignment. The other thing is it doesn't happen overnight. Today I went for a treatment, an Ayurvedic treatment. And for those of you who were here last week, I talked about some alternative healthcare practices, one of which is what I practice, which is Ayurveda healthcare, which I'm not going to go into detail about that. But one of the things that the practitioner said is that people lack consistency. They want results right away. And, I like results, but being in sync is a journey within. And it doesn't happen overnight. It is consistent habits of being connected that is going to change the way your patterns are aligning. And connection for many people who have been disconnected from themselves, from their relationship with source energy, creator, God, for those people, consistency is absolutely a requirement of conscious action. It just doesn't happen overnight. It takes developing a relationship, nurturing the relationship, loving yourself. That is a process, and it happens with consistency. So, what do I mean about consistency? I mean about your dedication to yourself. It's a great question. Your dedication to yourself, to the direction that you're creating for yourself, to who you are becoming, to establishing practices that honor the self and the alignment within. That's what I mean about consistency. Nothing occurs in isolation. You don't get good health by just eating one healthy meal a week, right? It's consistency. You don't get good cardiovascular health by doing one workout once a month. It's consistency. You don't change your lifestyle by one practice per month. It's a series of practices that create consistency and dedication and self-respect. And those align with being in sync. That was a great question. Somebody wrote here, a lot of Donald Trump people. Well, what I will say about Donald Trump is he definitely demonstrates consistency. Like, this guy does not give up at all. So whether you are admiring Donald Trump or another politician or another celebrity, what I would challenge you to do is look at what they're consistent with. And everybody who is successful in whatever their endeavor is has embodied consistency in the direction that they want to be. Well, I drink consistency too. Somebody just said I drink consistency. Good vibes only. That's what I'm drinking every day. Good vibes only. Oh, by the way, I consistently bless every meal, every drink, every aspect of that I input in my body. I bless. Now, I'm not one of those people that needs to stop the whole dinner table and everybody please pray for me or with me. My relationship within is my business. It's not my business to make everybody do what I do. I'm on this channel creating these messages to give different aspects in which people can learn to be aligned. One thing that I do consistently every day is bless everything that I ingest. I have affirmations and intentions for everything that I eat. Another thing that I do consistently is I focus on my heart health, both with my intentions and my prayers and my meditations, and also with my exercises. I want to make sure that my heart is healthy, my heart is operating in connection with all of my organs in a optimal way, and I also drink plenty of fluids, water specifically. If there's any questions here, I'm happy to answer while you're here. I'm trying to think what else I do consistently. I do intentions all day long. I do that consistently. I've done that for years and years and years. I even have an intention setting to synchronicity class here if you're interested. That's free. I set intentions consistently. What else do I do consistently? I pray consistently. I I listen to my body consistently. I am always listening to my body to see what I resonate with before I make conscious choices. What feels good for me today? Now, I think it's a privilege to be able to do that and to realign, but it also is an acquired listening. So I listen to within always. And if I get a signal or a sign from within, like something I really want to do, and I have a couple things that I really want to do, but it just doesn't feel right now. The timing is just not right. Hi, Kevin. And so I listen within consistently. I don't listen to my thinking as much as I listen to my body and what are the messages that my body's saying. Kevin's asking, what is my dream holiday? I have a video on this thing that I did. My dream holiday, and I would say that's still my dream holiday, is I went swimming with the whales. And that they were migrating and they were mating in the islands of the Polynesia, the French Polynesia Islands, and I had an opportunity to go and be a part of that amazing experience of swimming in the most beautiful oceans I've ever seen in my entire life. And I have a video on here of that experience. And it was absolutely amazing. Somebody's asking if I hear voices. I'm a telepath, so I pick up on people's thoughts. So I don't think I wouldn't say I hear voices because that's not exactly how it sounds. But yes, I pick up on people's thinking and thoughts, and I share that with my clients when they come to session, and it's usually stuff that I will say that's something that they've thought about that they didn't know. They didn't give it enough time or effort or energy or awareness to the thought. And so I might pick up on that, or I might pick up on thoughts that they think repeatedly. But no, I don't hear voices. Oh, Kevin, check out my video on, if you want to celebrate your birthday in a big way, if it's this year or next year, it's definitely a spendy opportunity. But when you set an intention to do something, swimming with the whales was life changing, absolutely life changing. Pablo's asking if I found him a partner yet. I'm not looking for a partner for you. You have to align to that partnership, Pablo. What my question to you, Pablo, is what have you done to align? I have plenty of videos on here that are talking about alignment. How have you applied it to a partnership? One thing I would say is part of consistency is uh, detaching from outcomes, right? You're not focused on the outcome, you're focused on the experience, and you're using the present experience to determine the next steps. Oh, Pablo, I'm taken. I'm married. Happily, very happily married. Any questions about consistency? I'm trying to think what what aspects of consistency people don't decide to be consistent. I think that's the biggest thing. They think it's something that just happens, but it really is a choice. Like for me, oftentimes when I'm trying something new, I will give it a duration, a start and a finish before I make a decision about what I'm doing. When I was dating, I would give a guy that I was not really interested in at least 3 dates just to see. Because, the first date people are kind of, they're not really themselves. They're putting on a front, or they're not, they're trying to be something that they're not sometimes. So, second, third date, people are more of themselves. So, I thought that was really a good practice to be consistent and being open to people that you aren't really normally attracted to. Yes, can I tell if something is wrong if I go into a house? I can. I can. I can tell before I go into a space if something's off. I wouldn't say wrong because, Kevin, one of the things about being in alignment is it's just a matter of realigning energies. Like, so if something is wrong, that's a judgment. That would be being in the ego and being in the mind. And if you are trying to move energy from your mind, it goes much slower. And if you're in the mind and you're in the ego mind, it's going to distort what it is that you are perceiving. So you don't want to judge anything as right or wrong. There's just some things that feel better than others. There are some people that I will choose to never be around. Or, in fact, yesterday I went to a party, and there's a couple that I don't enjoy. I don't find the woman is a therapist, and the husband's a contractor, and I just find that we don't resonate. I don't have anything. I don't find that she has anything of real contribution for me. I don't enjoy talking to her. I don't pretend to talk to her. I'm not rude, but I don't resonate with her. Is that wrong? No, it's just me. It's just a choice. It's not about her. She's not wrong. She's herself, and I would honor her and congratulate her on whatever good things that she's doing or that she likes to share about. But I don't enjoy speaking with her or talking to her. I have zero interest in what she's talking about usually. Is that wrong? No. It's just a feeling. Um, she says she doesn't judge. I would say my assessment, she's very much in judgment. And that doesn't feel good to be around. So to me, she's very incongruent. So that's exactly what I'm talking about here, Kevin. I could feel incongruence in people. That's one of my gifts. So when people say one thing and do another, I can sense that. And that's not a voice, it's a sense. So it's a feeling. Kiana. Hi, Eric. Good to see you. No, I don't feel like you're flirting with me. I think you're just being silly and kind. Pablo's asking if I think or feel like he's flirting with me. No, I think you're just being kind and genuine and honest and having fun. Kevin has mental health problems and PTSD. I've worked with many people with challenges. One thing, Kevin, I would say is do not make any diagnosis that somebody has given you your identity. Don't don't own it, because things change all the time. Mental health changes all the time. PTSD, the way I approach trauma is through the PEACE program, but it does require a lot of rewiring, a lot of shifting in ways that's new and often uncomfortable. But it's absolutely, you don't have to identify as somebody with post traumatic stress syndrome for the rest of your life, because that's not who you are. That's an experience that's repeating, it's a pattern. Everything runs in patterns. Somebody's saying here that they shun their best friend because he's totally negative. Why is he your best friend? And I mean, I'm not, there's a lot of negative people out there. That's a preference that you would choose to be around them or not. I don't spend time around people who are negative because their energy absolutely influences how you behave. And if you think it doesn't, then you're in your ego mind. How people are expressing negatively directly impacts everybody around them. And in a team that is dysfunctional, there will always be an element of toxicity around negativity. That is not the case with high performing teams. So if you want to be high performing, you have to look at who's in your close network friendships. And for me, I don't have a lot of friends. I have people that I trust, but I don't have people around me who are negative. I don't spend time with them. I don't eat dinner with them. I'd prefer to relish in my own good vibes. And honestly, that's a choice as far as a boundary. And I talked about boundaries sometime this week. So go look at that video, because your boundaries are your responsibility. And if your friends are negative, well, then maybe you need to establish some new boundaries. Do I have a nutritional plan? You're picking up on my thoughts. So I was thinking about, would that be a valuable video to share what my eating nutritional plan is? I think it might blow you guys away. So maybe I'll do that video tomorrow. What It's not so much what I'm eating. It's like my supplements are not vitamins, they're all herbs. So it's the kind of herbs I take. Maybe I'll do that. If you guys think that's a good video, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Well, I think this was a nice chat. Good seeing you all. Thank you so much for the contributions, Kevin and Pablo, and all the rest of you who are watching here. I appreciate you taking time to sit with me about being in sync and being consistent. These videos have been a challenge for me to do. I'm on 191 videos, and this has required consistency within me to do these videos every day. First of all, choosing the topic. What do I want to talk about? What can I talk about? What's important for you all to hear? So I appreciate you all being here, and I hope to see you soon. Remember, thumbs up is always appreciated. And I was going to say, put your notifications on. And this week I'm going to try and say a time that I will do these videos consistently this next week. We talk next time, Pablo. Yes. Oh, thank you, Pablo. I really appreciate it. You're very kind. All right. Thank you so much, Pablo. We'll see you next time. And this week, I will definitely make a plan to talk about what I do for my health. Have a great day. I am Kiana Sage, and I guide people to peace. Have a great day. Bye.